Does that mean it's bigger for West Ham than the FA Cup was in 1980? If they win this,
I mean, listen, I still regard the FA Cup as probably slightly bigger, but it's context, isn't it? Where they are right now, I almost feel like the FA Cup. I mean, back then when they won it, it was huge. It was one of the biggest competitions in the world. Unfortunately, the FA Cup's lost a bit of its shine. Yes, it's still a big tournament, but people prioritise other competitions now, don't they? They don't really worry too much. I mean, it was nice to see the FA Cup was at 3:00 finally on the showpiece.
You don't even
game.
mention it,
right? We do, but for West Ham, I think it's huge for them. I think it's absolutely massive. Yes, Premier League wise, they haven't had the best of seasons. Flirted with relegations for a bit, even though I didn't think they'd go down. But if David Moyes was to win the trophy at the end of it, that'd be phenomenal. I don't care what competition it is. You've got to take this competition seriously, because when you look at someone like Jose Mourinho, who is a serial winner, who's won everything on a European level, he knows exactly how to do it. The considered draw that he took from winning that Europa Conference League, that tells you in a nutshell how much it means to people. So for West Ham, if they win this, I think it's huge.
There's lots of talk of Declan Rice leaving if they win it, which we'll talk about later on in the show, but there's also talk about David Moyes leaving at the end of the season. If they win this in the Europa League next season, is there not a chance that he would want to stay on to take that team into Europe again?
Well, I think we spoke about it yesterday, and they kind of alluded. He said that win, lose or draw, he's here for the foreseeable. So I don't think David Moyes goes anywhere, because if he wins the European Cup with West Ham, I know still some West Ham fans are on the fence, but I think he'd win over a lot of those fans that were on the fence by winning this. Why would you want to go anywhere else? I don't understand. Like, it's not like where's he going to get right now that's better than West Ham? Like, he could go to, say, like Palace, for instance. West Ham, for me, is a bigger club.
Yeah, I agree.
So he's not going to go there. He's not going to drop to Leeds in the Championship. He's not, is he? There's Leicester Championship. He's not going to do that. So why would you go anywhere? And you've got, again, another European campaign next year.
Also, I've said many a time when we've been talking about English teams in Europe, I always want them to lose.
I want West Ham to win it.
I want West Ham to win
Me
tonight
too.
as well. Is that bizarre? Why is that? Why do we both want them to win?
I want West Ham to win because I know they're no threat to Arsenal. But where's is it?
It's a backhanded
compliment. No, but do you know what I mean, though? Like, if Man United are in Europe, I want you out.
I agree with that.
Exactly. So, but West Ham, I just feel like...
I sort of think they deserve it as well. I know it's nuts.
After the run last year, which they got to the semi-finals and folded at the end, and then this season, tough situation in the league, I just feel like it's written in the stars for them to win it, and I'd love to see them win it, because...
Tough game, but yeah.
Like, for so many years, West Ham, listen, they are a big club, but they've not won anything for so long. I mean, the closest they came was the Liverpool FA Cup final, and obviously that was the final. I just feel like, yeah, I'd like to see them win it. I don't know why, I don't know, but I want to see them win it.
We'll talk about that as well. 0371 722 3344. Is it bigger than that FA Cup final? Of course, back in Europe if you win it next season. Are you supporting West Ham if they're not your team? Just a word as well on the players. David Moyes has opted for his players not to wear suits, but casual wear. You like that?
Yeah, I love it. Because I get it. For the cameras and for everyone, it looks more nice and probably professional if you wear the suits and that. But at the end of the day, it's about the players. It's about them feeling comfortable.
I've been here 3 years, and if you told me that we'd be in the European final 3 years later, I would have bit your hand off. Last year we was obviously so disappointed to lose in the semi-final, so that probably gave us that extra bit of motivation to do it this year.
We can't wait. We're very excited about this. Let's speak to some West Ham fans that are obviously more excited than we are. Connor joins us. Hello, Connor. How are you?
Hi, all good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, I'm very well. Where are you? Over in Prague, excited, ahead of the game?
Not yet, I'm still at Gatwick. I've had an absolute nightmare. My new passport arrived this morning, so I've jumped on the first flight I could, and it's no an EasyJet's delayed, so I've got...
Do you know what's funny? It's a Stansted here.
What airport are you at?
Gatwick.
How have we got that wrong? So, hold on, you've got a ticket for the game, right?
Yeah, I got a ticket. Yeah,
and you were gambling on your passport turning up in the post this morning.
I was, yeah.
I would have done that.
It got approved at the weekend, and I was calling everyone, seeing if I go pick it up, do whatever, and no one let me do it. And luckily, I managed to pick it up at 7:30 this morning.
Okay, so where are we at now? Where's your next flight?
I'll get the gate in for 20 minutes. Hopefully, depart at 5:30, which will get me to Prague for about 8:30. So I'll probably just miss kickoff.
Probably just miss kickoff. You're probably going to miss the first half.
Yeah. I know, but it'll be worth it as long as I can get there.
As long as you're there for the trophy lift, Connor.
Exactly. That's what we're waiting for, isn't it?
Okay, well, listen, good luck with that. Will you keep us up to date?
Yeah, we'll do, fellas.
Okay.
I appreciate that.
Have a safe journey. Thanks, Connor.
I looked at the time and thought, oh, he's leaving it late here.
When you're in half hour, I'm like, what? I got that right. Neil is a West Ham fan. Hello, Neil.
Hi.
How are you, Neil?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. You?
I'm very well. How are you feeling?
I'm really excited and nervous. First-time caller as well, so be gentle.
Okay. Well, listen, we're going to be gentle with all West Ham fans today because it's such an important night.
And they're all hard.
And they're all tough as nails, yeah. You might all be related to Danny Dyer. That's our worry. Where are you watching the game, Neil?
Trying my brothers, Basingstoke.
Okay, how are you feeling ahead of it? Obviously a bit nervous, but are you quite confident that you're going to bring home the bacon?
I think that we've played our better football in Europe, and Paqueta and Rice and the boys have sort of turned it on. Not so much in the Premier League, but European football's been sort of more of the highlight this year. So, excited that we might win. I was born in 1981, so we haven't won anything apart from the Intertoto Cup in my lifetime. So, very excited.